Ba-da-ba-ba. Says we're live. Welcome to my channel Glen. It's my cryptocurrency channel where I'm trying to vlog obviously my cryptocurrency journey. So if anyone else is watching this wanting to get involved in cryptocurrency, go back and watch my earlier videos. If you just want to follow me going forward, click the subscribe button. If you like this content, give it a thumbs up. And you can contact me if you want to chat to me outside of these videos through either the Telegram group chat, which the link is down below. You just need to download the app for free and then follow that link. Or you can search for me on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, or with the name Glen. So that's all my plug-in done. Pow! Within 10 seconds. Joshua's joined up already. What's up, Glen? Let's change this to the live chat. Hello Joshua, hope's all good. So, clear my throat. Jeez. I'm really sorry about the video yesterday. It seemed to be fine while I was on the live stream. Everyone was responding to me, and then all of a sudden people started saying, "Oh, Glen, there's lag." So then I checked, and it, you know, even on the video, you can see here now it's gone orange, but that actually went to red. So obviously my internet signal's weak out here, but also it was really, really windy yesterday. So I don't know if that threw it out a bit. I'm not too sure, but a lot of people saying, "Oh, Glen, you're cutting in and out." So I apologise if that starts happening now. I may have to get an Ethernet cable running all the way down to the end of my garden. Something wrong with your YouTube account. The Bitcoin Cash video got re-uploaded as well. Yeah, so anyway, normally when you do a live video, like these ones that I do, as soon as I say, right, see you later guys, bye, I go up here, I click stop recording, and that stops the live stream YouTube's end. And they normally back up literally everything that you've done, the whole video, and they save it on their servers, and then it gets put onto your channel later that day. So it doesn't involve anything to do with me. Anyway, today I've gone on it and someone commented on the video. It shows on there, says 1 hour 20 minutes, but someone commented saying, "Glen, I can only view 40 seconds of the video." So I clicked on it and they were right. It was 40 seconds of me going up. So I thought, oh, this video's shit. So I tried changing some settings, it wouldn't work. So then in the end I thought, oh, do you know what, I'll just get rid of it, I'll just delete it. It was a live video. The people that were, there was quite a few of us in the live video, so the main people that follow my channel were there on it anyway, so I thought I'd delete it. But then when I went through to try and delete it, I did click on that video, because you have to actually click on that video. I seem to be lagging a bit actually already. And it was tripping out. And then in the end, it deleted my Bitcoin Cash video prior. So it actually deleted the video I wanted to keep, and it kept the glitchy one. So I thought, oh, maybe it needs to update itself. So I left it most of the day. And then when I went back, the one from yesterday that was glitching loads, it had 185 views. I thought, oh my God, people are watching just a 45-second clip of me stuttering everywhere. So no, it's not very good. I'm hoping to get the internet sorted out down here in the shed. If not, I'll have to continue doing them indoors, which means doing them late at night again once all the wife and kid go to bed. Like now, they're sitting there watching, I don't know, some shit on TV. But yeah, if not, I'll have to start doing them back indoors really late, sort of like, you know, at 10, 11 at night again. Which I'd rather not do, because it makes me really tired. Oh look, we've gone green again. That's good. Ryan says, alright mate, alright matey, sorry. I'll pronounce that right. Right matey. So what are we going to talk about today? Can't just talk about myself all day. So, hit BTC, envion tokens. Obviously, we all know that generally they've been on a downtrend, and it started to get on my nerves a bit. Not on my nerves. It's nothing, I suppose, their fault. But you know, it's a project that I invested in, and I hoped that within, you know, at least 6 months, they would be worth more than what I bought them for. And if anyone says to you, "Well, I didn't think that," you're just looking for a quick gain, then I think they're lying, because you know, I bought them at 70 cents and they went up. Obviously, the rest of the time was $1. So obviously, envion must have thought that these tokens had an inherent worth of $1. So I thought I've gained 30% straight off the bat. And then obviously I was hoping they'd go up. Then once we started receiving dividends, which they kept saying, well, they still haven't said when we're going to get them. So I have no idea when people are going to start receiving those. But I was hoping once they announce when the dividends are, even if the dividends are a small amount to begin with, it would keep people interested enough to buy the tokens and hold on to them. But at the moment, we haven't received any dividend payouts whatsoever. So this makes me believe that there's no point holding on to the tokens at this stage in the investment, because if you're not receiving dividends, the price of the coins or token not moving at all. If not, it's going down. Then why would you hold on to that? That's what I've been thinking the last few days. Now, I did actually cash my envion tokens out. I had 2,400. I cashed them out for Bitcoin. I've then gone on to buy loads of other bits. You know, try and diverse my portfolio. Then the price of them went down. I actually had less BTC, less Bitcoin to buy back envion. So I thought, oh, I'm not going to be able to buy back as many coins. But I kept my eye on the price. I thought if it dips into the 30-cent mark, then I'll buy back in again. And today they hit 39 cents. So I bought during that period. Let's have a look at one day. I bought. It says it dipped to 38, but I bought there 39.5 cents. And I thought, do you know what? I think that's worth buying back in for, because envion seems to have this floor level of about 40 cents. Every time it goes down to 40 cents, it seems to bounce back up again. It's at 40 cents in the minute, so still a good buy, I believe, anyway. But saying that, it resisted going down further. I remember 60 cents was like, you know, it stayed at 60 cents for quite a while. And then it went down to 50 cents. Now we're looking at 40 cents. But envion doesn't seem to really go up and down in price as much as, you know, some of the other coins that are up there. We don't see 30% loss and gains and stuff. But I'm hoping that once they announce, obviously, what dividends are going to be paid out, or even when they're going to pay dividends, that obviously the price of envion is going to shoot up. So that's why I thought I'd buy back in today, because I thought today's a good time, because obviously someone in my video said, Glenn, they're going to release an announcement after Tuesday. And I thought, shit, what if they announce it today and I haven't got any envion tokens after all that big journey, that's my first ICO, it's the first thing I invested in. You know, I put a good chunk of money into it, holding the token for I think the ICO finished, was it beginning of January? So what we in now? We're in the first week in May, so you're talking 4 months, 5 months. I had a lot of coins have a negative day, Glenn. Yes, a lot of coins were down today. So, you know, I just thought, oh, if they announce something today or tomorrow, then, and I'm not a part of it, or I'm not, you know, I don't hold any of the tokens after all that, I'm going to look like a complete mug. So I thought, you know what, now's a good time to buy back in. So I bought more tokens at 39 cents. I still have some in my other wallet. So all in total now, I've got about 3,100 all in total, and some of them are my friends, but you know, good 2,500 of them are mine. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we're going to have this news update or this announcement or something, just anything, like anything, even if it's just a fucking shit picture of something, just something that might drum up the price of the token a bit more or give us some sort of indication of when dividends are going to start being paid out, just anything really. I'm just clutching at straws, I suppose. So I've gone over to their Facebook group page. Still no update. This is from the 15th of March. Obviously, we're in May now, so it was a month and a bit ago. But, you know, people obviously thinking the same thing as me. So where is the expected update? That was 15 minutes ago. Someone put on here, this is obviously the dip of the price today. Probably its lowest it's ever been. People bickering about stuff. Look up, guys. Update coming soon. Thank God Lorette is on it. And thank Lorette for his response. Faith reposted. Cheers. I hope they will communicate tomorrow. Thank him, but about bloody time. Thank him all the same. I'm hoping they release something. Could be tonight. Could be tomorrow. But anyway. That's my thoughts on envion. I really hope, obviously I'm hoping, I'm sure everyone else is, I really hope that once they announce the dividend payouts, the price of the token sort of shoots up, really soars. Not because like, oh, you know, it's just that if they released a envion token, let's say they just called it envion coin, it probably would have pumped more. Just people release fucking just shit coins and tokens for no reason, you know, and they pump, they go up, people buy them. But envying, it just seems like everyone's waiting. Everyone's just sitting there waiting, like, you know, let's see what's going on with this first. You know, I said it yesterday in my live video, which is now deleted. I don't know any other cryptocurrencies that look like this. This is obviously since, was it mid-January? It says here it's going back to February. Oh yeah, because it took them a while to get added onto coinmarketcap. But, you know, this consistent of a price. If you go to any other cryptocurrency, or whatever one I pick now, I'm going to be shown up. Let's go to a page 2 cryptocurrency. And I'm going to pick this one here. Well, actually, I don't need to. Look, you can see down here on the right-hand side, this is what I'm used to seeing. Up, downs, you know, like big dips and that, or, you know, general rise. Trying to think one where it's that leveled out. Oh, look, there's one. You know, that looks like envy. Although that's pretty much zero, isn't it? So yeah, it's very unusual, and I hope that when they announce, right, we're paying everyone who owns a token at Ethereum, and you're going to start receiving it once a week. Unless people really, really need their money back, they're not going to sell the tokens. They're going to hold on to them because the amount of Ethereum they're going to receive on a weekly or monthly basis should increase by at least 25%, because they're going to keep reinvesting and building these MMUs, which obviously therefore more mining means more Ethereum payouts. So people are not going to want to get rid of them. They're going to want to keep hold of them, and if they do want to sell them, they're going to want a big price for them. At the minute, there is literally no benefit in holding envion token at all. But once they start paying dividend payouts, then there'll be a very big reason to never sell them and keep hold of them. So I would imagine the price is going to shoot up quite dramatically when they announce dividend payouts. Obviously, I've bought mine now at 39 cents, so I'm quite happy with that. But I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully in the next coming days We shall find out. Crypto Name says, what's your view on Litecoin long term? I love Litecoin. It's one of my favourite coins. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum. They're like my favourite coins. I know they're the most obvious ones because they're the top 3 or 4 coins, but they're the ones I really like. I actually have been sold on Ripple after I've done my own research on Ripple coin, but it's still very centralized. So there's still a niggle in my mind that Ripple, you know, something could happen with it. Whereas Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum are the only ones I can think of. I think are all good projects. So BBL says, sup boy! Thanks for joining the video. River J says, hi again, I love your channel. Thanks, River. Give us a thumbs up, give us a like. Penfold said they still only got 2 MMUs. No, Penfold, don't tell me this. They can't. They can't. It's been ages. I could have built a container and built another one in that time. Can't. What makes you say that? Have they released you some photos or video, or is that what they said in the group chat? I don't know, because I've been kicked out of the group chat, but hey ho. Buy Zkiller, looking for a pump. RSI is quite low and looking for a bounce. Bounce. Ian says, you don't lose on a token until you sell it below what you paid for it, unless you swing trade it to increase your position. I would just sit on them. Envion's communication is shit, but that doesn't mean they aren't working behind the scenes. Patience. Check on Twitter. They said. Well, they said that in the group chat. That's sad. When was the last envion update? 15th of March. River J said, just found out why Z Classic's on the down. BTCP is selling off the 11,000 of them. They have been sold now, but should start to go up. I hope so, River. Cry me a river. I do hope that Z Classic hits $50 to $100 within the next few months. Then me and River will be rubbing our hands together. Whoa. Interesting question, actually, River. At what price point would you sell either 1, all your Z Classic, or 2, most of your Z Classic? Because you're going to want to keep hold of some, I assume, to get this anonymous Bitcoin, which actually they've already started posting Twitter updates and everything like that. So far so good with anonymous Bitcoin. Although they've only announced what they were doing, what was it, yesterday? So, that's nice. Good time to buy indeed. Right now, I think everyone is cashing out. I wanted to buy also, but didn't get my money in, so I have to wait until tomorrow. Which cryptos do you hold now? Good question, Adela. So, let's have a little look. We have 1, 2. Oh, no, I can just slide up and down. Lovely. Let's get the group chat back. So, biggest gainer of the day, as you guys already pointed out, Bitcoin Private was up massive amount today. The main guy, like I was saying in my video, that didn't get uploaded properly yesterday, so unless you was in the live video yesterday, you wouldn't know this. The main guy that worked on Bitcoin Private actually sold off. No, sorry, he got the sack from the project, and since then they seem to be just like pow, pow, pow. I think they're going on Hit BTC, according to one of the guys in the Telegram group chat, my Telegram group chat, which you can join, Team Big Glen. They posted on there about Hit BTC accepting Bitcoin Private soon, just waiting for it to go live. So that's the reason for the pump, because people are thinking, oh yeah, it's going to be on another big exchange. Litecoin, I don't know anything about it. One of you guys told me to buy it when I last bought in the dip, and the dip was just like it is today. Today is is a great day to buy coins, and over the next 4 or 5 days you'll see them go all green, and you'll have some that are at 20%, some at 10%, some at 15%, whatever, some at 2%, but you'll see them all go green probably, I'm going to say, starting from tomorrow. I've got a good feeling about tomorrow. Midday Wednesday, it's going to start picking up. Thursday, Friday, Saturday are all going to be up days. And then Sunday we may see another dip day, but the biggest dip will probably come Monday. That's a trend that I seem to be noticing. Twitter.com/search envion. I said $40 before, but now knowing the fork, I will see at the 100 mark. Put the dot in. I want to charge back my envion investment. Yeah, a few people have said this, because obviously with your credit card you have up to sort of 6 months really to be able to just say like, oh, actually it's fraudulent activity or whatever, or charge back your card. So a lot of people are saying that, which is interesting. Because I bet they're going to lose a big chunk of money because of this, the way they've gone about things. You know, I feel. BBL Adventure says, what should I buy today? I honestly can't answer that. I mean, I would say envion. Envion is a really good price. They're like I say, 40 cent is the cheapest, bar it obviously hitting that 38 cent earlier, which actually I said would happen. Oh God, you know, like when I first started crypto, I didn't really know much. I didn't really understand what's going on. And I said in the Telegram group chat, made me sound really professional. Here we go. Look, I posted my portfolio and I said, come on, envion. This was midday yesterday when envion was at 40 cent then. I said, come on, envion, hit the 38 cent mark so I can load up. Ha ha ha. And they did. They hit 38 cent. Yes! Get in there, Glenn. I bought a 39 cent, but I still thought, I don't know why, I just thought if this continues tomorrow, that's the price they're going to be at. And at that point, I think that's when they're going to be their cheapest. So we'll see. Depending on this new, if the update that comes out either today or tomorrow is just, hi guys, we have managed to secure a load of Antminer S9s and we hope to deploy them by September or something. If it's just something really dull, boring, you know, then I can imagine envion price over the next month or two is just going to, because like I say, a lot of people will be thinking the same as me. They'll be thinking, why the fuck am I holding on to this coin that has done nothing? Like, it literally has done nothing, as opposed to, even if you convert it to, say, Bitcoin, which is, I'm going to say, fairly safe-ish. And you would imagine that Bitcoin would go up in price. So by the time envion do come around to releasing another update, you can quickly convert your Bitcoin and hopefully increase your position on envion, so you've actually accumulated more coins. That's what I've done. I think I've done pretty well at it. I'm actually minus 80 tokens than where I was at. But I did use the money from envion to buy Z Classic, which I now own, was it 30? I own 33 of. And what else did I do? I bought Z cows. Well, obviously Bitcoin went up in price as well. So Bitcoin went up and I've managed to buy back pretty much all the envion tokens that I had. So I'm not really any worse off. Alright, I'm minus 80 tokens down. But I bought all of them using $930 worth of Bitcoin, which obviously, you know, when the ICO just finished, that would have cost me 2,300. So, you know, it's half the price that it was at when it finished the ICO. So I feel like I've done pretty well. I've increased my position of Z Classic, stayed the same on envion, and that's all because over the last week and a half, I converted my envion to Bitcoin. Bitcoin went up a bit. and then obviously I've bought back. So that's my opinion. Ian said, I sold my Z Classic and bought into Wang Chain just after the fork. Made a massive loss on Z Classic, but thought BTCP would cover the loss. That's what I'm hoping, actually. I mean, we've had a few teases like in the last few weeks. I think Bitcoin Private went up to, I'm going to say $50 at one point. It might have been a bit lower than that, but now it's obviously back at $41. It's going to hit a major exchange. We'll see what that does to it. It's probably going to dip back down to 30 cents, I would imagine, over the next couple of days or so. But I would hope to think that at some point Bitcoin Private is going to be worth between $80 and $100. That's just a prediction of mine, it's not financial advice. So, you know, and that, it doesn't cover what I actually bought Z Classic at $100 and $120. So it still doesn't make all my money back, but it's close enough. It's close enough. Whereas before I was thinking, shit, I've made, you know, $500 loss. Now it's only looking like a $250 loss. And if Bitcoin Private keeps going up, and if Z Classic keeps going up, I mean, if you actually add Z Classic plus the Bitcoin Private, because obviously I gained them for free, I'm currently at $63, so I'm only about $30 away from, you know, breaking even from the whole Z Classic hard fork. But it taught me about hard forks and how they work. I understand now. You know, so it was a learning experience, and if I can make my money back, then happy days. BBL says, smash up that like button. Hopefully you've all done that already. God. Who just joins a live video and just starts talking? Jeez. It doesn't tell me how many likes I've got. Wah, wah, wah. 25 people watching though. Decent amount of people watching today. Thanks for joining the video. Don't forget to click the subscribe button as well if you're new to this channel. I generally do live videos, and I also do sort of pre-recorded ones or edited videos. Don't know how you want to word them. I'm currently doing a playlist called the Top 100 Cryptocurrencies, and I'm currently on number 4. So I've done Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Ripple, and Bitcoin. The next one I'm going to do is about EOS, then Cardano, I believe, is the next one, then Litecoin. Litecoin's been flipped twice recently. So we'll see. We'll see. Russell says, hi Glenn. Adela says, buy Zikilla. I'm on TA. RSI is really low and looking for a breakout. Breakout! How many of you guys like Foo Fighters? I was listening to Foo Fighters earlier and I thought, fucking hell, they have done some big tunes. I'm going to go and see them live in a few months. It was a present for my birthday. Don't know why I'm telling you that, but if any of you are seeing Foo Fighters in London in, I think, what was it, July, something, I can't remember the date, 22nd of July I'm going to say, then maybe we can hook up. So, best crypto channel and star. I wouldn't go that far, BP. There's a lot of YouTubers that I really look up to, especially in the crypto space, and I don't feel I'm anywhere on par with their level yet, but I'm hoping that if I keep going, I will be, you know, as good as their content. I hope one day. Russell's lined up to buy Coin Janitor. That Coin Janitor doesn't... I won't be investing in them. It's not saying that I'm interested in, but saying that, you just can't tell anymore. My Fat Freddy's drop are on in London. I've never heard of Fat Freddy's drop. Still the most honest. Yeah, I tried to be. River says I agree. There's a lot of Bit Glen love today. Thank you guys. That's really nice. I'm still to this day, even if I think, oh, the guys on the group chat are not going to agree with me, and even when people say, no, Glenn, I think you're wrong, or Glenn, you should do this, Glenn, you should do... I'm still trying to remain true to obviously what I originally set this channel up for, and that was to give an honest... and I feel like I am evolving in terms of my cryptocurrency journey. You know, a few months ago, I wouldn't have said, "Oh yeah, just involve in, you know, invest in shit coins." I would have, if I'd watched that back 3 months ago, I would have said, "Glenn, what the fuck are you talking about?" But I feel like I've learned a lot, and I understand. And really, I suppose it's more like I'm learning about trading as opposed to cryptocurrencies in general. And I'm learning about cryptos as well. And I said ages ago, you know, it's really hard because when you just create YouTube videos for, like, say you're doing funny videos or just like taking the mic, or you're just vlogging about like, hey guys, today I did this, today I did that. I'm trying to learn YouTube, I'm trying to learn cryptocurrency, and I'm also trying to learn trading. So I'm trying to learn 3 different skills at exactly the same time. And obviously there's going to be faults in all 3 of them. I'm going to be shit at, you know, all 3 of them at some point, one point or another. So obviously you guys are on that journey with me. I'm sorry you have to see all my shit bits and me falling asleep on video and my videos crashing and I have to re-upload videos, and you're seeing me do trades that lose money and, you know, just stuff like that. But I'm trying to be as honest and true as I can be. So that's what you get with me, I'm afraid. Look on YouTube for Fat Freddy's Drop. It's a band from New Zealand. It's nice to be diverse community with lots of different opinions. I agree, Frederick. That's what I wanted. I feel there is space for Coin Janitor. Perhaps we will see if it is any good. The actual project itself doesn't sound that appealing to me. But saying that, you could probably invest in them and it'll go up in price. Why will it go up in price? I don't know. Why does EOS go up in price? Why does Tron go up in price? They just keep going up in price. And I don't know why. But there you go. So go for it, Russell. I hope you get gains from it, not losses. So yeah, that's it really. One of you asked me to check out on Twitter, didn't you, about envion? You sent a link, Twitter. Let's copy and paste this. Copy. YouTube still haven't monetized my channel yet, actually. Even though I've hit all of their... Why does that put that on the end? Even though I hit all their targets for about 4 months now. Goddamn YouTube. April the 25th. I didn't see any of these. Have they blocked me off their Twitter? I'm following them. There are 2 fully functional MMUs, and there are more MMUs in production. Details concerning MMUs will be released in our future updates from our official announcement page. Envion is building a number of MMUs at our factory in the Czech Republic. We are moving forward, also compiling to the high level of legal and regulatory procedures that is required for a security token ICO. Yo, Envion, or could you please let me know how I can withdraw my tokens? Everything is rising and Envion is falling. Are the containers surviving? I like that image. Oh, sorry, I was just reading. I'm always quite conscious of when I go quiet because I think, oh shit, people were just watching a video where guys just sitting there in silence. I feel there's space for CoinGenner. What is the output of the MMUs per unit? They're holding back. Ooh. I respect the transparency, and it's clear to me that this project will need more time to develop. I wish you the best and hope you have at least 10 fully operational MMUs by the end of the year 2018. Good luck. Is this the mid-April announcement everyone's over? Imagine if it was. That was the update. Hey guys, we have The same 2 MMUs that we've had from the word get-go. Thanks, good night, we'll see you in 3 months' time. The project is progressing slower than it was announced in the ICO, isn't it? Yes, it is. Wow, that's a shocker. You shared pictures on Facebook weeks ago of newly arrived D3s and GPUs, yet you're claiming you only have 2 fully functional MMUs. You had that during the ICO. Wow, wow, and 3 wows. Yeah, it's not looking good, is it? That was April the 25th. Today's May the 1st. That was a week ago. I wonder why I didn't see this update. I wonder if they've put me on like a block list or something. Not block, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to go in here now. I do not care. The other coins, envion was my first ICO investment, but it goes scam these days. I lost my confidence in all ICOs. Well, yeah, this is. I responded via email. Thanks. How's it going with envion? Sorry, guys. Hold about. I'll let everyone know what my credit card company say when I do a chargeback from envion. And if you don't mind me asking, Baby London, what is the main reason for you to do that? Is it because of the lack of updates? Is it because you feel that this is now becoming a scam? Do you feel that the price of the tokens are not going to go up anytime soon? I wonder what's leading you to feel that. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of people, I assume, judging by these comments, and obviously this video that I'm now uploading has envion in the title, which, actually, did I change the title of the... No, I didn't. Obviously, it's going to lead people onto this video, so I'd love to hear your thoughts, actually. Envion token... what did I call this? On in March, they said 2 MMUs created 47k US dollars back then. Not good. What the fuck? That is true, actually. They did say that the MMUs that they had running currently generated so much within per month. So if it was $47,000, but that means all that hardware that they had delivered, I assume, was to fill up the second MMU. It wasn't actually to create another one. Or are they just holding on to that stock? I don't know. You'd think they'd be mining straight away. Up to now, I assume they have generated 150k from them. Well, if they're saying that those MMUs that they have in place are generating 45k, that is still potentially true, the 150k. They haven't actually said figures. But I don't know. I really don't know about envion, guys, now. I just don't know. Really don't know. Baby London at Bitglen. Most people bought at $1 US and it's now half that price, partly due to weak hands. I'd rather charge back my investment since the company is doing little to provide confidence by updating us. Well, I suppose on the flip side, actually, even if you still believed in envion, if you were like, actually, I think envion's the best thing ever and it's going to do really well. If you're one of those people and you have a credit card and you're able to do a chargeback, I've never done a chargeback, so I don't know the procedure and how hard it is to do. But even if you do, you're better off doing it, because you'll do a chargeback if you bought at $1 per token. So let's say you've got 2,000 envion tokens. You've spent 2,000 US dollars on a credit card. You do a chargeback, so you lose those 2,000 envion coins. You get $2,000 back on your credit card. You then go to an exchange or Coinbase, set up, obviously using my link. You would then use your $2,000 on the credit card, buy envion tokens at 40 cents. You know, you'd receive probably around 4,400 tokens. You'd be doubling your position. If you really liked envion that much, your best bet at the minute is to do a chargeback on your credit card. I hope that makes sense. I'm not recommending you do that, obviously, because that would cause envion a lot of heartache. But that's what I would be doing. That's what I'd be doing. Big Glen, the amount of money I invest would be better spent on promising projects such as Polyswarm, and just released an alpha and we'll have a working product by Q3. Joshua Hill says, how's ASS or ASS coin doing today, Glenn? Ha ha ha. Are you referring to when I said yesterday, up the arse coin? What's up, everyone? I can't even do his impression now. Today I'll be talking about up the arse coin. Smash up the likes. Smash up the likes. At Big Glen, you beat me to it. Why not charge back and then buy at a cheaper price? Yes, it makes sense, doesn't it? I don't know how much it would cost, you know, to do a chargeback. I don't know if it'd cost you anything your credit card wise, or it'd fuck up your credit rating. I don't know. I've never done that before. But that's what I'd be looking at doing. I'd be making that sort of phone call to your credit card company holder. You could probably do a chargeback on your credit card, buy the equivalent level of coins that you had through an exchange. So say them 2,000 coins, that's now going to cost you probably 900 or whatever dollars. And then with the other 1,000 that you've got left on your credit card, then put that into another project. So now you're invested in 2 projects. So yeah, it seems, if you paid by credit card, that seems to be the most logical way of doing it. But again, I don't know what the process is of doing a chargeback on your credit card. Are they waiting for Ethereum price to go back up to $1,000 before further investments are made? They fucking better not be, and they had 100 million of our money, so that should be all the money they need. That was more. I remember when they first announced, obviously, the ICO, and the CEO guy said, I can't remember his name. He said, "Oh, we've recently seen a project like this achieve $60 million, so we will be looking to hopefully do the same." So they obviously had 60 million in their head, and even if they thought, do you know what, we're a better project than that other mining ICO, which I assume they're referring to either Hydro Miner or who are those other ones? Let's just say Hydro Miner, because it's pretty similar. Even if they thought we're a better project, I would imagine they're thinking in their heads, right, 80 million, but they hit 100 million, so they should have all the money they need to get these units up and running. Joshua says, yeah. JMS, thanks for joining, JMS. He says, hey. Baby London says, I'll take a hit if I can get back 99% back. Yeah, that's true. I shouldn't really be recommending people to do chargeback on their credit card, especially if it's a legitimate purpose. I always thought, isn't a chargeback when you ring up your credit card and say someone's used my card illegally, or I've invested in a scam, or I don't know how you would word it, and then they look into like the IP address and who bought it, when they bought it, and then block your card and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm not actually sure the full process of doing a chargeback on a credit card. But if you could do it, pull it off, and it'd be alright, then yeah, you're much better off to do that at the minute, because there's no benefits in holding the token unless they release an update today or tomorrow. I would hold on, Baby London, just for a day or two, and actually, if they come out and say, right, as of tomorrow we're going to start paying dividends out to people, then boom, the price of the token will skyrocket. It could be done for non-deliverance of service. Interesting. But LTC is under 150 US dollar. Could it be done for not deliverance? If you can get away with that, go for it. LTC is dead. I don't know about that. That's a bit harsh. Let's have a little look. Oh, something I wanted to tell you guys, coming away from the whole envion subject quickly. Let's have a look. Envion, yeah, $145. CoinMarketCap, they've rebranded. They've got this little logo here now, coinmarketcap.com, and they've actually released a new app for iOS, which I've got here above a beautiful picture of my wife. Pretty cool. Same as their website, I suppose, but you can actually view in like a list format like you would through the website, or you can actually click this button and you can view graphs for every cryptocurrency. The only thing is I can't seem to find, like, you know, when you click on a coin and you can view what markets, what exchanges that coin operates on. I couldn't find that earlier, so I had to revert back to this website anyway. So I don't know. Raw says dead. I hope not. I just bought 5 more today. I don't think, my honest view, I don't think Litecoin's dead. I think Litecoin is always going to go up with the price of Bitcoin. It's Bitcoin. If Bitcoin's gold, Litecoin is silver. It's cheap. It's fast to use. It's pretty much everything that you would want Bitcoin to be, in my opinion. It has obviously same updates and features on it as Bitcoin. It's, to me, and it's got a key person working on it, you know, like a head person that can make decisions on the coin, whereas Bitcoin, every time someone says, should we do this with Bitcoin, there's like 10 people saying yes, 10 people saying no, saying no, I think it should go this way, it should go that way, whereas you've got Charlie Lee saying, no, actually the coin, I want it to be like this. So things will get done quicker with Litecoin, and I really like Litecoin. I think it's going to be one of the main coins that stick around for a while. BBL says buy Litecoin. Depends if they crashed out of Ether into dollars or they kept hold of the Ethereum. Ian, you could buy on directly with envion through credit card. So at that point, whatever they converted it into, that's, you know, if they haven't delivered on what they said they were going to do, I don't know how. If you're going to do it, Baby London, I'll do it, obviously, when I do my live video in the next, whatever, week or so. Let us know how you got on. I'd love to hear from you. I've learned to stay away from projects listed on HitBTC. When some companies promise a secure return on investment, it's often a scam or just a shitty project. Frederick just dropping the hammer there. Raw Top Chair dead. Hope not. I bought 5 more. Baby London, you don't want to be hit with the proof of goat. Litecoin and 10x credit card. Yeah, Litecoin. They're bringing out a new light. I have to be a bit cautious around these type of credit card stuff. A couple of them have proven to be scams in the past, so just be really careful when you you know, do that. I was thinking, actually, if CoinMarketCap make it so that you can actually buy any of the cryptocurrencies that they list. Sorry, just side thought. So say I've got that app and I'm dragging down and I click on, you know, up the arse coin, whatever, and I can buy them. CoinMarketCap then buy it from that exchange on the behalf. They take a little cut. Obviously, it would make them. They'd be the world's largest exchange instantly, and you could do that through the iOS app. My God, my mind would be blown. Like that would be amazing. Envion haven't sent out dividends yet. No, I wish they did. At BitGlen will do. Just had Litecoin added to in my 10x wallet this week. And when we least expect it in, our cards will come and the token will explode. 10x has a strong team and they're very undervalued as a project. BBL says, Team BitGlen hard for... yeah. Yeah, Fred, I don't see why Bitcoin wouldn't be worth... do you want me to be honest? I don't know why Litecoin isn't worth $1,000. I really don't. If Bitcoin... I'm not being funny. If you had a choice of investing in Bitcoin Cash or Litecoin, I would prefer Litecoin all day long. All day long. But, as it stands now, Bitcoin Cash is worth $1,300. Litecoin's worth $145. I just don't get it. Like, what is the inherent value of Bitcoin Cash, Ripple, and I mean, I understand Ethereum, don't get me wrong. I understand Ethereum. It's been a key player in ICOs, which is, bringing on all these massive projects. I get why Ethereum's there, don't get me wrong. I can't see why Litecoin isn't at least in third position, which means it should have a market cap of around 35 to 50 million. Is that 50 billion? 50 billion divided by, what's that, 56? Is that 56 million coins? I can't work that out in my head, but that's how much I think Litecoin should be worth. Yeah, about 1,000 actually. You're thinking in my head, about $1,000. I don't see why Litecoin isn't worth $1,000 a coin. I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. If someone could explain to me why Litecoin is only worth $145 per coin, when Bitcoin Cash, Ripple, EOS, Cardano, Stellar, Tron, all those have got such big market caps. You've got a product there that works. It just works. It just does it. You send it from one wallet to another and it costs you like 5p. It transfers well quick. So I just don't get why isn't it worth more. But anyway, that's my thoughts. BBL says, LOL. You're right about LTC, but I don't think they have a great marketing behind the project. I've always said, actually, no matter how shit your coin is, no matter how crap your project is, if you can get a load of people on Twitter behind you and on Instagram, Facebook, YouTubers like to shill your coin, that coin's going to do well. It will do well because this is a speculative market. Your coin is only worth what other people are telling other people what it's worth. Do you know what I mean? If I sat here and said to you, like I just did with Litecoin then, if I sit there and say to you guys, look, I think Litecoin should be $200, if I had a big enough audience, if I had 100,000 followers, and they all say, yeah, he's right, actually, I better buy some Litecoin, the price of Litecoin would, skyrocket. So, you do need marketing in this game. There's 1,600 cryptocurrencies, I think, out there now, isn't there? Oh, yeah, was almost spot on. 1,600, and bearing in mind it's getting bigger on a daily basis. How do you, even if you have the best project in the world, how do you make yourself appear in front of that person based in Scotland? How do you get that person and say, look, you should invest $1,000 into my company, into my ICO, to our blockchain? How do you get that across? You do need to have a good marketing. Bitcoin obviously was the first one. It was just there already, and that was your only choice. And even as it developed a bit more, you only had a choice of 5 to 10. And Bitcoin was always the one that keeps going up in value and always gets the press. Bitcoin is its own marketing. You look at any of the other projects, like say, I don't know, Zcoin. Unfortunately, Zcoin need to release something to so that people see it and get excited. You need to have a good marketing team behind you. But it is funny thinking about it that the one with the probably the only coin on this whole list that has no marketing, has no budget for marketing, it has no team behind it, it just constantly is under attack from everyone, is Bitcoin. And that's the one that does the best. Hey, it's like Bitcoin stands up to all the bullies and reigns supreme. Bogdan says, you're right, but oh yeah, I read that one. BBL says, that's why I'm not mining LTC. Oh, that's why I'm mining BTL. Getting my words all mixed up now. Baby London says, I don't EOS being worth so much right now. There's going to be a huge sell-off this summer. EOS has had an insane rise over the last couple of weeks, and you've got to think at some point that's got to level back out a bit, because there's nothing, from what I understand, there's nothing coming from it anytime soon, so it's only worth what people think it's worth. You know, so the fact that it went over $20 from, what was it, like $8, $10 at one point, and now it's just doubled in price, that says to me, yeah, you're probably right. At some point that's going to really drop. So if you've got some, but saying that, you never know, do you? You never know. People said that about Bitcoin. You know, oh, it's, you know, it's hit 7,000. That's it. It's going to drop off now, and it went all the way to 20,000. You never know. Coins that are white paper projects have done better than coins with projects, partly due to adoption. However, long term, I feel this will swing to coins with projects with adoption. I didn't quite understand that, baby. Sorry. Are you talking about projects that, obviously, with the white paper, they haven't actually got a working product? They haven't actually got a website. They haven't got an exchange. They haven't got something that you can see there and then. They're just obviously saying, right, we will do this in the future. Whereas, say, like Envion, they actually had a thing. You know, they had a product. They had a MMU made, ready to go, that they'd videoed and that. So more people are likely to invest in it. I suppose that's the point you're trying to make. LTC still has Charlie Lee as a crypto superstar. Tron, EOS, and a lot of others are just pump and dumps. Still no product, just a good idea on the Ether network. How can ERC20 be worth so much? How can an ERC20 be as much worth as the platform it launched on? I'm just wondering. Well, quite easily. I mean, if we go to oh, they've changed it. Oh look, they've changed it. If we go to top 100 tokens, we've got EOS, obviously at 14 billion. Tron, Tether. Let's have a look at what the most expensive. We've got Mixin. That's worth 1,175. They only have a supply, the very low supply of under 500,000. I wonder what that is actually. There's so many coins that I don't know anything about. It's annoying me because I want to know about all of them. So yeah, do you mean in total market cap, or do you just mean price per coin, like an ER? If there's only 10 of this ERC token and it gives you profits to all of, I don't know, like a Ferrari or, you know, something, or it gives you the rights to own a piece of Ferrari or ride a Ferrari or something like that, it's gonna, the price of one token will be worth more than Ethereum. The whole project as a whole, I mean, EOS, Ethereum isn't going to be worth $659. Ethereum is going to, I would say, this is how confident I am. I'm going to say now that by the end of summer this year, Ethereum is going to be triple the figure that it is now. That's not financial advice. I can see it going back up to 1,500. I've seen loads of news articles recently saying, oh, I think it's going to go to 2.5 grand per coin. To me, yeah, it makes complete sense. I don't see why it isn't. It's the leader and it is the platform of 99% of the projects out there. If you add up all the ERC tokens net worth, that is how much net worth you have relying on this platform. Do you see what I mean? So the value of Ethereum has to, in my mind, it has to be worth more than all those projects put together. I don't know. I'm just thinking aloud. Let me know what you guys think. Yes, market cap. Baby London says, basically, Tron doesn't have anything except a copied white paper versus basic attention token with a working product. The speculation in this market is crazy, but it's how we make dollar bill, y'all. Ian says, it's .com bubble Mark II. Probably only 50 projects will survive the cull. Imagine trillions of dollars squeezing into just a few projects. That's true, Ian. I believe that will happen, yeah? Hands down. Frederick says, as someone wrote yesterday, why is EOS valued higher than SpaceX? I read that, and someone even said, you know, SpaceX launched obviously like rockets into space and then land them back again, and you know, and all that. And EOS have just got like a white paper. So yeah. Hey, listen, guys. Whether you like it or not, you could say, look, I'm in this for the tech. Which, if you are, buying the projects that you believe in, put it on a Ledger Nano or something, put it in a safe, don't think about it again. Don't bring it up with friends, don't bring it up with family, don't talk about it, don't look into it, don't look on YouTube, just maybe have an app, like, you know, just, you might want to check it every few months, but if you're in it purely for that reason, then you've got to think, okay, I'm investing something very early on, I'll come back to it in 3 years' time and see what they're worth then, because that's by then they would have, you know, they would have had a year under their belt, 2 years, then 3 years. They would have, their profits would have multiplied, or they would have run off and done a runner at some point. If you're watching YouTube videos and you're reading news articles every single day, then genuinely you're interested in projects that don't really exist yet. To me, EOS is just 3 letters. EOS. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what it is. I don't know what they're trying to achieve. I don't know why they're trying to achieve it. If they are, obviously I understand that it's roughly trying to be an Ethereum killer. It runs off the Ethereum network. Like, do you know how stupid that sounds? But I don't know. But it's worth $14 billion. That's just stupid. But we are in a speculative rat race, if you like. We're all here speculating what we think is going to go up or down in price over the course of a year. So JMS says it's illegal in the US. What do you mean, JMS? The EOS, or just buying cryptocurrency? So, you know, you're involved in a speculative market, whether you like it or not. That is it. We don't know if Bitcoin's going to be worth whatever. We don't know if Ethereum's going to go up in price. Obviously, you don't receive any dividend payouts from any of them. So you're literally just speculating that you think that maybe the price of it will go up and you will receive a return on your original investment. So, and that's it. And wherever that biggest gain, people, you know, wherever people can see that biggest gain, that is what that coin will be worth. So people might think, oh, do you know what? Bitcoin is going to be worth $20,000 by the end of the year. Now, if you're looking at it and saying, okay, well, if I was to buy one coin today for $9,000, I'm going to get, you know, 55% gain or 60% gain, yeah, over the whole year. Or you can invest in Cardano, which is valued at 35%, and you might think, could that get to $1? Now, if that could get to $1, that's a 70% gain, more than Bitcoin. I'm going to dump 100k into it, or whatever, 10k, 5k, whatever. Or you might look at Tron. Tron's 8 cents. Now, could that get to $1? Now, that's 100%, 100 times your original investment, or 10 times, sorry, whatever. And that is the market we're in. That's it. That is, and this is why I've had a change of mind recently. That maybe I shouldn't invest in projects that I believe in. Maybe I should be one of those people that just invest in the projects that I think are going to go up the most that month, and join the trend. I don't know. I really don't know. It's really hard. And again, these videos are meant to be vlogging, obviously, my journey. Now, people may go back and watch my original videos and say, oh yeah, Glenn just believes in this 1 or 2 projects and he's stuck with them, and then they'll watch back and they can watch through my videos within a couple of weeks or whatever, and they'll say, oh, actually now he's got to his point where he's saying we should just invest in a coin that we think is going to go up in price. Now at that point, I'm being honest with you, that is gambling. It's complete gambling. You might as well bet on numbers on a roulette table. But if you want the biggest gains, then unfortunately that's what... Kev's in the video. Now, Kev, lay it on me. What happened to your, what was it, Fit Rover venture? You said that it was going to go up to 48 cents. You were going to go full-blown Lambo Hurricane. You were going to come pick me up. We were going to go for a few beers in your Lamborghini. What's going on? Someone asked me earlier, Glenn, what's happening with Kevin? And I said, I don't know. So lay it on me. But anyway, that's my thoughts on the markets as it stands at the moment. Now, I could be completely proven wrong. Envion could pay off, and I could be like, yeah, do you know what? I believed in that project. I stuck with them even during the dark times, and they came out all right. And that may make me rethink my philosophy. And Bitcoin as well, But until that happens, obviously I'm at this point where I'm like, okay, right, I'm holding on to these things that are just either stagnating or going down in price, but things that I don't even care about, EOS, Cardano, Tron, they're all going up like 40% in one day. So should I be joining in with that? Like, why am I just standing here still? I'm standing still, they're running far ahead. So yeah, that's why it's worth $14 billion, because everyone's jumping in on that bandwagon. So I try to pick projects that I understand and can use for something real. Good philosophy to have. Not to mention they don't know what DApp will be the crown jewel. If Facebook decides to go on EOS, tomorrow I'll be selling my kidney. I sold 112 EOS and bought more Litecoin and Digibyte. If you plan to build a DApp and the EOS platform is worth holding on to these tokens, you get access to the network resources just by having them. Otherwise, you can rent your tokens to someone. BBL says, could do with some good money. Raw says, at the end of the day, your initial goal was to get 1 Bitcoin. So it doesn't matter what route you take to get there. Raw's on the same wavelength as me. I want to, even if envion went up, let's say envion went up to $20 per token. Instantly, obviously, I would have like $40,000. First thing I would do, I'd buy 1 whole Bitcoin. I'd put it in a Ledger Nano S and I'd lock it away. Boom, done. Then I'd pay off my credit cards and then I'd probably go on holiday. That is my goal. My goal was to buy and somehow accumulate 1 whole Bitcoin. Obviously, mining hasn't done too well for me, or cloud mining so far. I've obviously accumulated really through YouTube, using like referral bonuses and people using my Coinbase. I've managed to accumulate Bitcoin faster than someone else at home who's not using those methods, to accumulate more Bitcoin. So I've managed to accumulate about I'd say 0.2 of a Bitcoin. So I'm 20% of the way there. If I can invest in Tron, and say Tron goes up 40%, and I invest $1,000 into it, and it goes up 8 times, just randomly it jumps from 8 cents to fucking like 80 cents, I'm going to be able to buy 1 Bitcoin straight away. And I can honestly say, oh yeah, that was the best thing to do at the time. And then people might say, oh yeah, but it's come out like 2 years later that Tron was a complete scam. I'll be like, oh well, you know, I got my 1 Bitcoin out of it. So I don't know. As long as you're not helping the scam, you know, like obviously Trevon James and Ryan Hildreth, they were helping promote, you know, this scam, then I don't see, you know, at this point we don't know it's a scam. I don't know if Envion's a scam. I don't know if Bitcoin's a scam. I don't know what to think anymore. Kevin says, hi Glenn, nothing happened yet. They are sending the coins over the next few days to the wallets. I did have a little look, Kevin, to have a look what exchanges it was on. I couldn't find it anywhere. So I found it on one website, but it wasn't listed on there, the price of that hit rover, whatever it's called. Baby London says, there will be money to be made off all these projects from the greater fall theory, but it would be great to invest in the next Google or Facebook on the blockchain. Well, that is true, Baby London, but I honestly believe the biggest thing that's going to come out of this blockchain is, and obviously I could be completely wrong, don't take this as financial advice, I think the biggest thing that's going to come out of all this cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. That's going to be the one. As long as it gets regularly updated and, you know, it's decentralized. That's the key thing, it's decentralized, which at the minute, even though you could argue, well, Bitmain mines the most of it, there's such a large amount of power around the whole world, people mining Bitcoin. I feel that it is decentralized enough against a 51% hack. So I think Bitcoin's going to be the largest thing that comes out of it. I also then feel that Litecoin's going to follow behind that. And then there's going to be, and I don't know which one, there's going to be and this is like probably the biggest race on it in cryptocurrency, I believe, at the moment. Because we've all sort of like agreed quietly amongst ourselves. We've all like, yeah, Bitcoin's the one. Yeah, Bitcoin is the daddy. Right, we've all agreed that. Everyone will sit there and go, Bitcoin Cash is the real Bitcoin, or whatever. But deep down they know, they're like, oh, but Bitcoin is the one. We all know Bitcoin's the one, right? So we've all agreed that. The next biggest race is going to be a platform-based crypto blockchain, you know, something where you can create a blockchain using their platform, and therefore you can create your own coin from it. Obviously, in that, you have got Ethereum, EOS, Cardano, I think Stella's one, Tron, Neo. You've got Omnisgo. You've got Otology. I think Otology is a platform-based coin. Waves. There's so many. I mean, that image I shared the other day with you guys, the graph from Thomas Lee, and he put all the different cryptocurrencies in pie charts, and there were so many for platform-based ones. Now, looking at it, it's very easy to look at it and say, well, Ethereum's going to be the winner out of all of them because they're so far ahead. I don't think that's necessarily true. There's a lot of faults and things wrong with Ethereum, but they have got Vitalik Buterin, who's an absolute genius. He's an absolute crypto mastermind. They have got him at the helm. And it's my belief, because he's becoming across as a bit of a hero in cryptocurrency, it's my belief, I don't know if it's true or not, that people in China are trying to do the same thing with this Justin Lee or Justin Sun or whatever he's called for Tron. I don't know that. I'm still not sold on Tron. But yeah, I would imagine Ethereum's going to take that. So in the future, we're going to have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin. And then there's going to be the odd project here and there that maybe will pull ahead. Maybe one social media type blockchain, one some sort of health chain, one sort of car chain, one sort of retail chain. Obviously, we don't know what those ones will be. But yeah, there's only going to be probably between 10 to 50 projects in the future. So instead of seeing 1,600, we'll see 10 to 50. and those ones will be worth whatever they're worth at that point in time. But anyway, I've gone completely sidetracked there. Chatted for ages. Buy T-Food. Yeah, T-Food's one that everyone keeps banging on at me about, actually, and it's saying that I haven't really looked into that much, but I will do, definitely. At the end of the day, your initial goal was to get to 1 Bitcoin. I've read that one. Nothing's happened yet. There were money to be made off these projects. Buy some T-Food. Amen, Fred. They gave the largest holders investors first, which was a mistake, as there are someone selling 1 million at 5 cent loss from launch price, so it has dropped about 8% in 1 day. Sorry to hear that, Kev. But there is such a volume, no buyers on token store, 10 Binance days. My $1,000 could be worth over 100k or more, as long as it doesn't fall off a cliff. I only need 30k to clear all my debts. The rest is all my wife's. Trust me, Kev. That 30k, that's your wife's as well. You don't know that yet. If you get 30k, do we have to pay all our debt off? Can't we just, can't we just go on holiday? That's what it'll be. You'll be lucky if you pay $3,000 off your debt. You think EOS could be added to Coinbase? No. Justin Sun is the biggest shiller in crypto. If you had 5k today, Glenn, where would you invest it? All in one coin? Over how long, Ryan? Are you talking month, year, 10 years? What would you basically have done if you chose one platform token to run with? Just my view on it. I'm going to say if I had 5k over a long period of time, Bitcoin. Over a short period of time, Ethereum. Over an average period of time, Litecoin. I think Litecoin's going to probably triple within the next, but I reckon it's going to take a year and a half to get there. I think Ethereum's going to triple, but probably within the next 6 months. And I think Bitcoin's going to, over the next 10 years, it's going to at least 10 times. Hate making predictions on the spot. Baby London says, BitGlen, I hope exchanges, banks like Coinbase allow us to buy ERC20 NEP5 tokens with fiat. This will greatly improve the value of each project instead of being at the mercy of Bitcoin/Ethereum. Well, actually, no, I don't. I hope banks don't allow us to. Well, when you say allow, you mean they're stopping you from buying off websites like Coinbase, I suppose. I don't want the banks to get involved at all with cryptocurrency. I think that I think crypto and fiat money will always run alongside each other. I don't think a lot of people will say to you, Bitcoin's going to overtake Ethereum, all the banks are going to shut down, there's going to be fires in the street. I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're going to run alongside each other. The same as you've got gold and cash. They're both in the system, and we both, oil as well, we invest in oil and stocks and shares and Apple and Google, and all these things are running and they're all working alongside fiat money. So I think Bitcoin will be there. It'll just be a world currency. It will just be the currency that we go, right, do you know what? I'm travelling to Zimbabwe tomorrow. Okay, I'll convert my British pounds to Bitcoin. Then I'll convert my Bitcoin to Zimbabwe dollars, whatever. And then I think that's what it'll be. I think it'll be a world currency. And I think there'll be countries, ones that are probably poorer, I think they're going to use Bitcoin in their their own country to buy and live their normal life like a normal currency. But for larger countries, I don't think it's going to replace cash anytime soon. So, but I think Bitcoin's going to go. With their just mined their 17th million Bitcoin, so now there's only 4 million left in the world. Obviously. To be mined. So, yeah, by 2000 and then, what was it, 2021? I think they were saying that most of them will be mined or something like All these miners then will be fighting over like 1 million coin over the last few years of its life. The price of Bitcoin is, in my mind, it's just going to skyrocket. I just can't see why it wouldn't. Mr. Glenn, how are you? Did you finally sold your envion tokens? I actually bought more today. I don't know if I showed you my blockfolio, so you'll see here that today I actually bought 2,330. I actually bought them at 39 cent. Obviously they've crept back up now to 40 cent, but everything's down at the minute. Everything else I only hold a small amount of, apart from Z Classic. So these are the main coins I've got now: Z Classic, envion, and Bitcoin Private. I own 3 of them. That's not a massive holding. The rest are all sort of 20, 30 quids. Not major. My biggest gainer actually is this Signal token. I put about 50... I'd have to go back and watch my original video, but I think it was like saying like $50. And when everything was up the other day, it was worth like $210. And I thought, why didn't I invest $1,000 into that? Why did I only invest $50 in that? $1,500 in envion. Why? You know, I would have made such a big gain. It's just, it is a complete, it's like playing lottery. It's like, you know, I remember going casino, you'd bet on the number 8 on roulette. 8, 8, 8, 8. And you'd see it come in like 31, 12, fucking 1, 0, you know. And then the one time that it comes in 8, you're like, yes! But then when you add up what you lost over trying to get to that 8, you think, oh, actually, I've broken even, or, you know, I'm actually down still. That's how I feel with, you know, all these different projects at the minute. So maybe I should just put it all into one. But like Raw said, I'm trying to accumulate more Bitcoin. And the way at the minute I seem to be finding the best way of doing that is investing in altcoins. As soon as altcoins are not that popular anymore, then I'll just dump it all back into Bitcoin. But then so will everyone else, and the price of Bitcoin will be up compared to the altcoin. So Kevin says there is a new crypto called ICO called Hashcard just started. Hashcard converts cryptocurrencies to traditional currency in real time and is accepted by tens of millions of merchants at ATMs, apparently anyway. Someone needs to create that link, didn't they, between the fiat and the cryptocurrency, and whoever does, you know, they're going to be laughing. Ian, are you in S Shields? The cross-exchange listed fiat pairs on their platform today. Soon, more exchanges like Binance will do the same. Then Coinbase is just another bank that deals with crypto. I hope so. That would be awesome if there were different routes. I'm trying to send them into a Ledger Nano. I've got a link actually down below if you want to buy a Ledger Nano. It is a referral link. Gives me a cut. Although I don't think I've set it up right. That's really it from me today, guys. I just wanted to talk about envion, but I think I've been at it way too long. But at least my live video stream health seems to have lasted the distance. I hope I haven't been too laggy for you guys tonight. We've got 18 watching now. At one point we had 26. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, guys. Don't forget, if you're new to this channel, subscribe. You can always contact me through the Telegram group chat, which is down below. Also through Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, all with the name BitGlen. And I look forward to chatting to you guys. I'm going to be doing my video for EOS probably tonight, because I think the wife and kids are all asleep now. So I might go inside, it's getting a bit cold out here, and actually sit there and edit the EOS video. And then I'll probably be, hopefully I'll do a live video either tomorrow or next day, at some point this week, with a big envion announcement, big envion update, something we can all talk about and get our teeth into. If there's people in the group chat that you want to chat to, not just myself, but you know, anyone from Team BitGlen, then join the Telegram group chat. It's completely free. There's no shilling. There's no scams being shared in there as far as I know. So, you know, it's a place that I want people to feel safe, where they can come in, they can say, do you know what, I think this, or this is my opinion on this coin. And you may get someone message you saying, no, I don't agree with you, mate, that's rubbish, I think this, this and this. Don't get disheartened, you know, and I like seeing all that. I like people saying, well, what do you think about this? And what do you think about that? Because sometimes people argue amongst themselves about a topic, and I'm like, I'm reading it, I think, yeah, that's a good point, actually. Oh, no, actually, yeah, he's just answered it with that. Yeah, that's a good point. So it's good to see that sort of, you know, people, that passion, as long as everyone's keeping it nice and sweet. You know, I don't want people to start bad-mouthing each other, but feel free to join the Telegram group chat. If not, message me privately through Instagram, Twitter, and all those. And I'll see you guys. Hopefully we'll have a big update from envion soon. So I'll see you later, guys. Thanks for everyone joining this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you really want to help me out, head over to my, because I had to re-upload the video, the Bitcoin Cash video. So as it stands now, it looks like no one's watched it. But if you could just head over to it, click on it, and then just click the like button, and then you can come out of it if you've already watched it. If you haven't, watch it. It's a good video. I like it. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys.